Shalom. Back with another article here. Uh, First and foremost, to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations, you brothers. Reflect, push this word, the truth and sincerity. Alright, the title of this article is from The Guardian, and it says, the Fed keeps raising interest rates. Working people are getting hammered by it. Friday at Jackson Hole, Wyoming Federal Reserve Chairperson Jerome Powell said the Fed must continue to raise interest rates, even though it will bring some pain to the households and businesses. Okay, true inflation is near a 4-year decade high, but the Fed's aggressive effort to tame it, those steep interest rate hikes, the fastest series of rate hikes since early 1980s, raises the risk of recession. All right, they gonna keep throwing that word out there, recession and all that, and they have a textbook definition of the recession. But I'm gonna just say this: shit is going bad. Shit just ain't good. Okay, fuck the word recession, fuck depression, all that stupid shit, all them the wordplay be using out there. Shit is just bad. Okay, and it's only gonna get worse. That's how simple, clear cut it is. It's not gonna get better. I don't care how high they hike up interest rates, how much they try to lower prices. What I'm telling you is that there's nothing that they can do to make it better. All right. But it says Powell's remarks signal that the Fed will probably increase rates again in September by another 0.75%, raising the risk still further. The pain is already being felt across the land. Wage gains haven't kept up with inflation. This means most Americans continue to lose economic ground. Yeah, and I can tell you on at my plantation, we supposed to get a 2% increase, wage increase every year. All right, I mean, like, come on, it's 2%. When things have gone up exponentially, it's not going to keep up with everything. It just is what it is. Okay, so wages are either not growing exponentially or they just not growing at all. Okay, Powell is and think about it. It'll get to the point to where, what's the point of working if you're working to constantly stay in debt, or if you're working to really still not make it? It's gonna get to a point to where people will be like, well, fuck it, not work, just take it. Okay, Powell is in effect telling them they'll lose even more ground. Higher interest rates, he admits, will slow economic growth and result in softer labor market conditions, and a euphemism for lower wage increases and fewer jobs. But these are the unfortunate costs of reduction inflation. Meanwhile, though corporate profits continue to soar, profit margins are at their highest since 1950, according to Commerce Department figures. Stop for a moment and let your mind dwell on this. The prices businesses are charging their customers are outpacing whatever increased costs businesses are facing for materials and labor. And I can tell you personal experience, but I know you should be able to see it too. Everything has gone up. The prices of food, gas, goods, everything has literally gone up. Nothing is what it was before pre-demic. Okay, everything is going up exponentially. Okay, it says, in other words, wages aren't pushing up inflation. The costs of production aren't pushing up inflation. Corporations are pushing up inflation. The biggest single unique source of inflation in the United States is the pricing power of corporations. So why is the Fed raising interest rates? Because that's what the Fed does when prices are rising. That's the only tool in the Fed's toolkit. To quote the old saying, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Or in this case, an interest rate to hike. The problem, this mostly burdens working people and the low income with fighting inflation. They're the first to lose pay and jobs as the economy slows. They're already getting hammered. If the Fed continues to raise rates to slow inflation, they'll get hammered even more. This might be justifiable if corporations were investing their windfall profits in more productive capacity, adding factories, materials, warehouses, and jobs, which would expand their ability to meet future demand and thereby better guarding against inflation. But that's not happening. Obviously, you gotta remember, we're dealing with the devil. Okay? But they aren't. They're using their profits to buy back their shares of stock so that their share values won't sag too much. Further, after already sagging due to the anticipated Fed-induced slowdown at the beginning of the year, Goldman Sachs estimated that 2022 would see a record-breaking 1 TN in buybacks. I'm assuming that's 1 trillion. That's unlikely to happen, but buybacks are continuing at a strong pace. In the second quarter, buybacks were up by about 7% over the year before. All right. Some economists argue that there is no reason to think corporations would now exert more pricing power than they had all along. Why would they wait for the cost of materials and labor to rise before increasing their profit margins? Question mark. The answer is simple. Inflation gives them cover. They can say, as many now do, that they have no choice but to raise prices and in light of rising costs of materials and labor. They're just not advertising the fact that their profits are rising as they do so. Which brings us to the central policy question. Why can't the burden of fighting inflation be placed where it belongs? On big corporations continue to raise their prices in pursuit of larger profit margins and higher share costs. Well, we know that's never going to happen because that never does happen. All right. The simple answer is big corporations have so much political clout that they never allow the sorts of policies that would have the effect, say, a windfall profits, tax price controls, higher taxes on themselves and wealthy, and all that crap there. Okay. Pretty much, shit is going to keep going up. Shit is going to keep getting bad. Shit is going to get worse and worse. Simple as that. All right. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Okay. Matter of fact, we're going to grab that in Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Okay, we're literally watching the downfall of Babylon as we speak. All right, howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Okay, balm is that healing ointment. Okay, and so in this is these raising of interest rates, all these different things that they're doing to slow inflation. Okay. To keep the people from revolting, all that. This is that balm that they're taking for their pain. All right, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay. So, I mean, the hell that this place has put on the world. Okay, the much wicked oppression. All this about to end. Okay, and it's about to come down on them hard. Alright, but I just want to bring out that arc there. So call Allah Yahweh Shem Al Shai Bashim Kakodash. Hope you edified. Shalom.